And what's up, you guys? It's your boy SF Bay Area Sports Talk, and I am so excited to be doing today's video projecting the 2020 San Francisco Giants 26-man roster. So this is going to be a very fun video to do, as we are going to get into the perspective of Farhan Zaidi's shoes and, make those tough decisions. So with that being said, let's get into this. So we're going to talk about these starting pitchers that I have projected. Now, as I name these starters, keep in mind that they are not in any particular order. So we will go through the names. So first on that list, we got Johnny Cueto. Now, Cueto, I highly anticipate, is going to have a bounce-back season this year. He is fully healthy, and, he feels better than ever. And I know he's really itching to get back out there, because, it's not fun being injured and not being able to contribute. So I think we can look forward to Cueto having a phenomenal season this season, similar to like when he first came on board with the Giants in 2016, when he won 18 games and pitched with an ERA in the 2s. So, that was dominant Cueto, and he is going to be phenomenal. Now, also, I got Jeff Samardzija, of course, making the starting rotation. The Giants still owe him a lot of money, so, of course, I think that he is going to be in the rotation. But he has certainly earned his spot there, because last year was a huge step in the right direction. He was recovering from injury, and so with him being fully healthy, he was able to get back to the Jeff Samardzija we know, as he went over 180 innings pitched with about an ERA 3.5. So Samardzija was getting those strikeouts. Now, next this is going to be kind of a coin flip. So in the starting rotation here, I have these two pitchers. I think depending on how the battle goes in spring training, we got Tyler Beede and, of course, Derek Rodriguez. So two very capable arms, but if I had to say, I think that Tyler Beede will, in fact, be in the starting rotation. I love the progress that Beede made, and I think he has one of the game's most explosive changeups. So Tyler Beede is phenomenal. Now, Derek Rodriguez burst upon the scene in 2018, but then in 2019, he took a step back, and so I think that he will likely be pitching out of the bullpen, Derek Rodriguez, and, maybe spot start here and there. But again, if he really impresses in spring training, that decision can be maneuvered, of course. Now, also, of course, I have talented rookie from last year, Logan Webb, making the starting rotation. He did struggle in a couple of starts, but what really impressed me was that he dominated a couple of really good teams. I believe he did have a great start against the Dodgers. So, Logan Webb showed enough in the little time that we saw him last year that I think he, in fact, will earn a spot in that starting rotation. Now, Kevin Gausman is the last starter that I got making the rotation, and he is a veteran starter that Farhan Zaidi brought in. I believe pitched with the Orioles last year. So Gausman is a guy with an ERA in the 3s, a very capable arm there, and I think a change of scenery is going to be fabulous for him. And I think Farhan Zaidi is hoping to potentially, if Gausman really impresses, he can be utilized at the trade deadline to be able to acquire some more young talent and prospects. Alrighty, so now we are going to get into the bullpen. So we have the 5 starters. Now we got a bullpen of 8 pitchers, so I'm projecting a 13-man pitching staff. Could be 14-man pitching staff. But anyways, let's get into this. So the first name we got is Tony Watson. Man, what can we say about Tony Watson? He has just been absolutely phenomenal. And I love that, he can really trick the hitters, and he's got a funky delivery. And, as long as he can command his stuff, he is going to be huge. And he has shown he can handle the high leverage situations. So with the Giants bringing him back, I think he is definitely going to be used out of that bullpen. Gabe Kapler will go to him when he absolutely needs him. Now, also, I have Judstell Gustave, which is a very impressive young arm that I got making the team. Now, he is 27 years old, but he really impressed us last year, you guys. In 24 innings, he had a 2.96 ERA, and he's a very tall guy, lengthy, and, I mean, he's got some zip on that fastball. I am talking some fire, guys. I mean, zoom in, it makes the nose nostrils in your hair zip right up. That is how explosive that fastball is. So I got Gustave making the bullpen. Now, Sean Anderson is another name that we did not bring up making the starting rotation. Now, I think he is going to be utilized out of the bullpen. And the Giants did move him last year to the bullpen, and he excelled in situations. Also had his share of struggles, but I believe he did close games in college, so he has experience of being a shutdown closer. So I think that, Sean Anderson, he definitely can start for you if you need him to, but I think he's going to be very good out of that bullpen, and I would like to see him get some starts, but again, with the names that I mentioned and with the mindset in mind, it's going to be hard to kind of see where he's going to get starts. But again, we don't know how things are going to play out. So very intriguing there. Another great arm that I got making the team is Sam Coonrod. He very impressed me last year in the games that I saw him. Started out so fabulous, was pitching with an ERA in the ones. Very explosive fastball, I think 95, 96. Great off-speed stuff. So Coonrod, he did kind of struggle a little bit down the stretch. ERA kind of ballooned up to 3, but overall, excellent, solid, worth of work. And being that it was his first, rookie season and stuff, he's only going to get better from the experience. So he definitely showcased enough to me to think that we really got to give this guy a huge chance to kind of mature and be able to take on high leverage situations, which I think he is more than capable of doing. Now, Tyler Rogers, another great arm I got making the team. The submariner, guys, he can fool hitters up there. So he can go sidearm action completely, tossing that baseball, and it's just going to explode, moving across the plate. So Tyler Rogers, again, even though it was a small amount of work, 17 2/3 innings pitched with a 1.02 ERA. So, man, Tyler Rogers, amazing, and I just love seeing what... I had a chance to see him pitch in person. It was a game against the Pirates in September, so, that was a fun game to see. Unfortunately, we didn't win, but still, to see Tyler Rogers, it was fabulous. Now, next up on the list, we got Trevor Gott, and what a phenomenal season it was for him. Was utilized in high leverage situations and was successful a lot of the time. Did struggle a little bit towards the end of the season, but again, you're going to see those hiccups, and it's all about the learning experience and, maneuvering around those things. So Trevor Gott, in 52 innings, he had 57 strikeouts, so the strikeout stuff was there, fabulous work, and I think he will be huge this year in high leverage situations. And last but not least, the last bullpen pitcher I got is going to be kind of a coin flip here between veterans the Giants brought in, of course, to start potentially, but also maybe to use out of the bullpen. You got lefties Drew Smyly and Tyler Anderson. So these are two guys that have had experience starting, and, I think they could be huge out of the bullpen. So I got one of those two names making the team out of the bullpen. So now let's get to the catcher situation. So, of course, we got Buster Posey, the starting catcher. And perhaps the best news about Buster Posey is the fact that he says that he is feeling better than ever. A lot better right now than he felt a year ago coming off of that hip surgery. So, the health and the recovery, that is just great news to hear. Hopefully we see the Buster Posey we know driving the baseball, getting those home runs up to 15, 20 home runs, 25 maybe. Posey still got it within him, I definitely believe. So he is going to be huge. Now, his backup, which I really for sure would have had, Aramis Garcia making the team. Unfortunately, he had a huge setback and had to get surgery, hip surgery, unfortunately. And, so that's going to be a recovery. Definitely feel like Posey will definitely be able to help mentor him and help guide him through this process. So prayers to go out to the speedy recovery for Aramis Garcia. And so the catching backup situation now is definitely going to be interesting because the Giants have brought in 3 potential candidates to be that backup catcher. So if we look at some of these names that we got, so we have Tyler Henneman, who is 28 years old. But keep in mind, in 8 minor league seasons, he had a .363 on-base percentage. So this is going to be a bat in spring training that I think is going to be very interesting to watch. Another backup catcher candidate is Rob Brandley. He is 30 years old, and he played last season in the Philadelphia Phillies AAA minor league system. So definitely familiar with Gabe Kapler. So very will be intriguing to see how he does. And then, of course, we have a 24-year-old minor league free agent catcher that signed. His name is Chad Trump, and he Trump with an O there. He spent the 2019 season with the Cincinnati Reds AAA farm system. So again, it's going to be a battle between those three guys battling it out for that backup spot. I would have loved to see the Giants brought back Stephen Vogt, but didn't work out, and he went to the Diamondbacks. So yeah, spring training, there's going to be a lot of intriguing battles for roster spots. So yeah, very exciting. Alrighty, so now we are moving to the infield. So we got first up on the list, Brandon Belt. That is right, guys. The baby giraffe, pencil him in, starting at first base. I really expect him to block out all the noise, all the naysayers this year. Belt's going to have a big season. They brought the fences in. I'm anticipating 25 to 30 home runs, 70 to 80 plus RBIs. Pencil in that, guys. Belt going to have a fabulous season, maybe make the All-Star team. And so, yeah, I think he's still got it, getting up there. I think 30, 31 now. But, yeah, going to be great. Brandon Crawford is going to be very interesting, guys. I got him starting at shortstop. We all know what he can do with the glove defensively. The big question is going to be, will he be able to pick it up with the bat? So we know he's kind of been slumping a little bit, hitting 230, 240 with the bat. And Crawford, I know he definitely takes it to heart in the sense of, I think he's going to bounce back really strong, put in the work, and so I think we're going to see great things from Crawford this year. Going to be upping that average up and, getting back to really doing things how he does and finding that comfortable situation with his swing. So going to be a great season coming up for Brandon Crawford. It's going to be huge, guys. The success of the veterans on this Giants team in 2020 will dictate what type of start they get off to early in the gate this year. Now we got Mauricio Dubon, guys, perhaps the most exciting, intriguing player that I am anticipating to watch develop this season. Man, Dubon, I just love what we saw out of him in the limited action. In 106 at-bats, he hit 274, and, just looked like he had a great time out there playing the game of baseball that he loves. Grew up dreaming of playing for the San Francisco Giants, so couldn't be happier for him to see him fulfill his dream. And I think he is going to win that starting job at second base. It's going to be a battle between him, Wilmer Flores, free agent brought in, who also I got making the team, of course, out of spring training. So Wilmer Flores, we all know him from his days with the New York Mets, so a great bat there, great glove, and yeah, it's going to be great. But yeah, the battle at second base, we got Mauricio Dubon, Wilmer Flores, and we have another great defensive second baseman, Yolmer Sanchez, who spent his time with the Chicago White Sox. So unfortunately, I don't got Yolmer Sanchez making the team, but nevertheless, always great to bring in competition in spring training. I hope Yolmer Sanchez, if you see this, you prove me wrong out there and you make the 26-man cut. So yeah, this is my challenge out there. But definitely, obviously got tough decisions here. But Dubon, I got starting at second base. Now, of course, Evan Longoria, he is still owed a lot of money. I got him starting at third base. And the backup there will be Pablo Sandoval, the Kung Fu Panda, you guys. Oh, that is right. Pablo Sandoval is back in the orange and black. He is going to make the team. I expect him to get starts, hopefully 2 to 3 times. Maybe start every day, if he really just goes off and has a great several at-bats, gets on a hot streak. So Panda is going to be in there. He'll be able to spot start when guys need breaks, days off. So, man, it is going to be a really fun infield out there. And then, of course, like I mentioned, Wilmer Flores also will be part of that mix. So, in this case, we got 6 infielders making the cut. And now we will go on to the outfield. So, for the outfield, I got 5 outfielders making the team. And coming in, we got Mike Yastrzemski, and what an amazing story it was in 2019. Man, Yastrzemski just had an awesome season. When the Giants called him up at the end of May, I don't think they could have anticipated the type of season that he had. He put together 21 home runs in his rookie season, 55 RBIs, and still was hitting well with the average at 272, played Gold Glove defense out there, and was able to play all over the place, right field, center field. And so, Yastrzemski, he can get it done out there. So, man, I'm so excited to see what year 2 brings for Mike Yastrzemski. So definitely got him making the team, of course. And then Hunter Pence, you guys, do it for the Scooter. My man Hunter Pence is back with the orange and black. He's going to be a huge presence in that clubhouse. And he proved all the naysayers last year that said that, oh, Pence is done. He can't put together a great season. But, man, he showed everybody wrong. Got to play for his childhood favorite team in the Texas Rangers. So was so happy for Pence that he got to live out that experience. And he hit 297 there with 18 home runs and 59 RBIs. So Pence, at 36 years old now, I believe, still can get it done on the baseball field, and I think he is going to get a lot of starts this year. He is going to help those Giants young outfielders blossom into the players we know that they can become. And so, yeah, it's going to be a fun ride. Couldn't be more excited to have the Kung Fu Panda back and Hunter Pence. Do it for the Scooter. Now, next up, we got Steven Duggar. So, unfortunately, with Steven Duggar, he has had a lot of injury setbacks. So, it's just been frustrating. He's had kind of weird injuries, like injury in his shoulder, diving back to second base after leading off, just casually on the base pass. So, it's just unfortunate that these things have happened. And then also injured, I believe, his shoulder again when he dove for a ball in the outfield. So, again, sometimes these things happen on the baseball field, and, it's really frustrating. But it's a matter of how do you respond to these incidents. So I expect Steven Duggar to come out there this spring and light it up. And I think he will make the team, and the Giants will utilize him in center field or right field potentially. Again, I think he can play all over the place. So definitely got Steven Duggar making the team. And now, of course, the spark plug from that 2019 phenomenal ride that we saw. Alex Dickerson, you guys, when the Giants signed him in June, they went on that phenomenal run in July where I believe they went 20-8. It was just insane, or it was like 18-5, something crazy like that. But yeah, it was ignited by Alex Dickerson. He brings lots of energy to the mix. Having him and Hunter Pence on the same team, man, there's going to be a ton of energy flowing around in that clubhouse, and you anticipate it is going to rub off on all of the players. So that is going to be fun to see there. And then also, last but not least, I got Austin Slater making the team. So it was a tough coin flip call because it was going to be between Austin Slater or Jalen Davis, who is very young and has great power potential. Jalen Davis last year, I believe, hit over 30-plus home runs in AAA. When the Giants called him up, he did struggle a little bit, which is to be expected. Those things happen, the learning curves. But in this case, with Slater having the experience there, I got Austin Slater making the team. And I think Jalen Davis will be going down to AAA, and, he'll be developing his swing there. And the Giants are going to want to see him get everyday at-bats down there. So I think it's going to be beneficial to both parties involved. And we could see the Giants call up Jalen Davis in the middle of the season if, he goes down to AAA and tears it up out the gate. And, it'll be interesting to see what type of production the Giants are getting from their outfield starting out the gate. And so, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and that concludes the 26-man roster prediction that I got projecting in 2020 for your San Francisco Giants. And if you made it all the way through to the end of this video, then be sure to smash up that thumbs up button and smash that subscriber button and smash the bell button if you have not done so already. if you would like to be notified when brand new San Francisco Giants new videos are coming your way. We'll be coming to you guys with spring training back today, game recaps after every Giants game. So couldn't be more excited and thrilled to be talking San Francisco Giants baseball with all of you guys. Now, let me know down in the comment section, what are your guys' thoughts on the roster prediction and the Giants in general going into 2020? I'd love to hear your guys' insights and perspectives. And I want to take this time now to thank each and every one of you guys for watching my videos. I appreciate you guys absolutely so much. And you don't know how much you guys mean to me. So thank you guys again. And as always, until next time, I will see you guys again. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.